Welcome race fans here to round number 2 here for the round of 16 in the Juicy Fruit Xfinity Series playoff / chase here. We are at the 1.5 miler of Las Vegas Motor Speedway here, notorious for its gambling and casinos here. And if you're a chaser, this is a perfect opportunity to potentially steal victory here. As the green flag is out, Benson leads, cars slowing up high. Looks like it's one of the underfunded cars of Robert Pollard. Issues with the 19 there, so something strange has happened and he stalled the car on the track there. And it looked like all cars were rolling, but now Rancho Cucamonga, power move on the outside, already taking the race lead away. And just like that, Rancho Cucamonga is up to P1, and he's cutting to the chase already here at Las Vegas. He's going to try and run away from the rest of the field there. As you see, they've now scattered into 2 separate packs of cars right now here in the early stages of Vegas. Just like that lap 1, rather crazy. Finguy and Baker down pit lane, they have issues as well. It looks like Pollard has crossed the line in 25th miraculously, so something weird on the scoring pylon happened. There's Baker and Finguy are in pit lane. They have come back out. They might have had penalties or something like that, as Cucamonga trying to run away with this lead there. Falls up to second now on the order, as he is trying to now catch the number 3 here. Cucamonga looking for victory here this season. And the Juicy Fruit Xfinity Series, he's done pretty solid so far. And right now, he's doing a fantastic job as Robert Pollard back onto the racetrack here. Right in front of Cody Lamas. Contact, and he's into the wall. And that takes out Lily Gordon and Christian Master Jr. 2 of our chasers are collected there, and the caution is out as Lily Gordon's car is demolished after that one. Christian Master Jr. has minimal damage, but the rest of the field getting themselves slowed down here for the yellow flag there, as Rancho Cucamonga's lead evaporates just like that here on lap number 4 of the event. And just like that, Robert Pollard went up the racetrack into Cody Lamas, and into the path of Lily Gordon, and into the wall went the 19 and the 2, and then Christian Master Jr., he runs into the back of the 52, sending her up into the air there. What a spectacular crash there. Lily Gordon's car gets lifted off the ground, Lamas with damage there, Christian Master Jr. There you see Spencer Gilmore nicking his way past that carnage there. Great job by him. There's Eric Rodriguez getting through there. Lily Gordon comes into the race 6 in the point standings. Master Jr. literally ranked last in the points right now in terms of the chase format. And this is disastrous for that team itself, so they need to get their game going here. They've got a lot of ground to make up here at Vegas, but a really tough break for Lily Gordon. She's going to get knocked out relatively early in the event. So the update on Lily Gordon is that she is out of the race, and Christian Master Jr. is also out of the event early on, so Master Jr. is going to be in a must-win situation coming into the cutoff race here sooner or later. But Rancho Cucamonga continues to lead. Back underway here, you see Keith Batson bombing and weaving, trying to find a line to get around, and someone is blowing up. That is Rancho Cucamonga. The 3 car has blown up. And just like that, Cucamonga's race is done. He spins around up the racetrack. Oh my goodness, he gets clobbered hard by Hartnett. And that takes out Rodriguez and Scott Roush. 4 chasers in 1 wreck just like that. They are out of it. And coming back towards the line. Looks like Cole Baker's going to get his lap back, but Marty Johnson's going to be the leader across the line there. What a bizarre turn of events. Looks like something broke on the 3 car. And he slipped in his own oil. But what a horrendous wreck here at Las Vegas. That was an awful impact. So the car already blew up, and looks like Rancho slipped in his oil and it hits the wall. The car loses control. He's trying to hold on to it. And then watch him slide up the racetrack here. Watch this massive shot. Hartnett goes upside down. Cucamonga gets lifted off the ground, all 4 wheels. Rodriguez is involved, gets collected in that, and Scott Roush also swept up in that wreck there. Nothing they could have done, really. It was just such a bad place at the bad time there. And Eric Rodriguez already locked in. That just, thank goodness that happened later at a later time than it was at Darlington. So But for Hartnett, Roush, and Cucamonga, they're going to be in danger here, especially for Cucamonga and Roush there. They come into the race. Roush comes into the race 10th in the points. Cucamonga comes in the race 7th in the points there. So a lot of the drivers near the bubble area are going to be in serious trouble here. But Marty Johnson, Cole Baker able to get his lap back. He's going to be back in the fight for this win here. But Marty Johnson is current year leader here. What a vicious crash. Pace car is off. Qualls leads. Johnson sweeps by on the outside. There, it looks like Marty Johnson tried to make a move there, but Keith Batson, he's going to try and deny. He almost went for a hole there. But right now, the top four with Cole Baker trying to run away from this field there, as Spencer Gilmore really slow on the track. So it really does show how slow he is as a lap car as of right now. James Qualls shooting on the outside there. Batson looks like he's going to try and follow that number 70 to the front here. James Qualls still fighting strong, but Marty Johnson's going to have the advantage in the turn 1. 54 dives it in at the inside line there, and he's going to take it easily there. Alex May in the mix as well. He is now up to the 4th spot. Christian Master in that 5th spot now, so quietly running there. There's a couple chasers there. Josh Sekuli with so many of the contenders out of the race relatively early on. Almost half of them knocked out after that wreck. Pretty much, Sekuli has a lot of ground he could potentially gain with these positions at the end of this one. Pollard the third in the same boat as well. He's 13th in the points there, with Roush and the others having issues. This could be good for this 89 team there. Charles Sanford, he's in good shape here. Seymour Butts needs to get on the move as well. He's 14th in the points, so really a lot of these drivers could gain a lot of ground after this one. After those accidents here, as there you see the teammates, looks like Cole Baker's a bit more cooperative there as he lets Marty Johnson go by. There, as Keith Batson is up to P2 there. Kyle Matthews looking on the bottom of the racetrack there. He looked really low on the track there. An aggressive maneuver from Kyle Matthews there as he dives low underneath the 6th Roush Fenway machine there. James Qualls quietly runs in that 4th spot. Sekuli getting challenged by Christian Master. This time he's on the inside. Master fights back on the outside. And there you see Kelly Boston. We haven't talked too much about this 44 team. They've been relatively a bit under the radar, but they haven't had a really good season to really back things up. They are 25th in the point standings here, so certainly they want a good turnaround at the end of this one. Paul the third is running in the 10th spot, though. Really good run for the 89 team. If you're wondering where the other chases are, Charles Sanford running in 14th right now. Seymour Butts in 18th. And there you see Robbie Jackson quietly running inside the top 20 there. Luis Hernandez looks like he's trying to get himself in a good position to reel himself into the hunt here. With Matt McIntyre there not too far behind. Dylan Schwalberg running mid-pack here. He's really just trying to wait for the attrition rate to go quite upwards here for this 20 team. They've really been off the radar here in this race so far, as he just gets around the 42. And now he's looking low underneath the 33 of Eli Bright there, and not able to get much done near the mid-pack area, but Marty Johnson trying to run away with this. He has not won a race this season, miraculously. He's been one of the best drivers that hasn't been in the chase, so I would consider Marty Johnson a dark horse and a playoff spoiler here as Kyle Matthews. He's trying to get around the Joe Gibbs car of Cole Baker there. Cole Baker running solidly in the top 20 in the points after not making it either to the playoffs. As Keith Batson now trying to utilize the outside line that time around to see if he can get a good run on the front straightaway here. Look at how much he gained on that 88 there. As you look at the intervals there, Marty Johnson still pulling away from Kyle Matthews here, but Keith Batson looking very strong with his race car right now. He's looking pretty promising there as Kyle Matthews now trying to use the inside again underneath Cole Baker. Let's see if it works this time around. And Baker fights back. I think really there's some good old team orders on the radio there between the 18 and the 454 there, trying to hold up his competitors right behind him. And it looks like he didn't really gain much that time around. Kyle Matthews now finally able to get around Cole Baker on that inside line there. Batson gets held up. Sekuli is right behind James Qualls there. Almost got to the quarter panel of that 70. Now he looks to the bottom of the racetrack there with Alex May in front of him. Stephen Paul III slowly making his way up. He's now up to the 8th position there. Quiet run for him. They've really just slowly baby stepped their way up to the order here. And now they are in the 8th position here. So top 10 runs are basically what you really need. You want to get a lot of points on your competitors that are finishing really bad in the back of the order here. Robbie Jackson looking underneath Nathan Hunt in 4th position there. That is the battle for 21st. Dylan Schwalberg running in the 23rd position. Hasn't really done much. He's right in front of Matt McIntyre though. So that's still a bit of a good sign. And with Hartnett, Roush, and others. And look at Charles Sanford way up in the marbles there. That was a bit scary for the 8 car there. So it looks like Seymour Butts also getting on the charge here in the Mopar machine. He's trying to get around Warren Keith. Keon Eddington pushing this number 40 car upwards on the order. But Kyle Matthews is trying to reel in Marty Johnson. The intervals have decreased quite a lot here. And I think Kyle Matthews has got a way faster car than this 54 car does right at the moment here. Matthews really setting the bar here. He wants to win a race badly here. He's gotten quite a few wins as well. So Kyle Matthews, he's in the Dolman Cup Series chases, so he's got a higher chance of winning 2 championships in one go here. So Kyle Matthews, he's going to be on the charge here. And he's really done a great job with this 88 team here. He's currently, let's see where he is in points. He's 8th in the point standings here, so mid area in the points. But with those other competitors in the point standings doing a lot worse, he's really going to help his chances here of making it to the round of 12. And with a win, this could really help their chances quite a lot. Josh Zakula, he had a rough Darlington race there. He sits in the race 15th in the point standings, so he's below the cutoff line here. And with a good run like this, he's going to gain a lot on some other people here. But Christian Master Jr., like we said, he's going to be in a must-win situation if he wants to make it to the round of 12 here. Otherwise, if he doesn't win, he's pretty much out of this one. Let's see, focusing on Stephen Paul III. He's really had a good long-run car here. This Brackling car has really done a great job here. There's the Fanatics Toyota of Christian Master. Annie Thomas has made her way up through the pack here as well. She is now up to the top 10. So Annie Thomas doing a great job. Now she's looking underneath. Christian Master had her nose underneath. Made the 26th slide up the racetrack just a bit there. And Annie Thomas now up to the 9th spot there. Now she's going to be on a charge. And she's going to be on quite a mission to chase down Stephen Pollard III and James Qualls here. Pollard using the outside line this time around. Thomas using the bottom lane there. And that 16 is flying here, and she got around Pollard quite easily, so Annie Thomas might have something under the hood that maybe a lot of these competitors don't quite have in this longer run, or maybe she's conserved her tires pretty well here. As she is now looking underneath James Qualls, she is absolutely flying like a rocket out there. So Annie Thomas are really setting the bar in terms of long run speed right now here. As we have reached past the halfway point, obviously, you see lap number 28 out of 41, so Annie Thomas literally gained 2 spots in one go, just like that. And she's doing a fantastic job out there. So 28.5 compared to the others. They've been running 28.5s up there as well. So Kyle Matthews still on the bumper of Marty Johnson's car there. Marty Johnson is getting challenged by this 88 slowly but surely, as Alex May's just been quietly chilling in that 3rd spot there. Sekuli in 4th, a really distant 4th to be exact. But these guys are just, they're really just trying to get good points on the line here. Alex May, he's had a really awkward season, or mediocre season to be precise there. Keith Batson in the 5th spot, Boston 6th, Thomas in 7th. Like we mentioned, she's been flying up in the grid. As of right now, Pollard the same thing, though Pollard's been really just consistently been in this 8th spot throughout most of the race. And I think that's really what they all are trying to get. That's going to be the big picture here, is some good points. As really Marty Johnson's dominated this race so far, ever since he's taken the lead away from Qualls and Cucamonga, with Cucamonga having issues, which was really unfortunate for them. Their chances are done, but still have one more race to go. But Kyle Matthews is the highest running chaser as of the moment. And as of right now, Sekuli, the 2nd highest. You see him in the 4th spot here. Those 2nd and 4th are consisted of chasers there, with then 8th and 10th. But Christian Masters getting freight trained by a pack of cars here. A lot of playoff spoilers down on that inside line there. But Christian Master fighting on the outside there. Qualls on the inside. Warren Keith trying to follow the 70 car with Randy Vanderpool, Corey Williams, and Charles Sanford, as well as Seymour Butts in the 40 there. So Seymour Butts really also moving his way up forward through the pack with his Dodge. And that Dodge hasn't really had as much power as we thought it would, but certainly so. Annie Thomas has closed in on Kelly Boston here. So she's really looking forward to getting around this 44. And look at the speed. She gets a grand exit off of turn 2. She's got a lot more horsepower than this 44 ever had. And it looks like she's going to try and get it here, but Boston fights back on the outside line there. But Thomas just has that center off there. So Annie Thomas really just setting some good lap times here, passing some drivers here, bringing the fans on their feet to see her do so well. Keon Eddington looked like he wanted to make a move under Pollard, and he did quite easily. An aggressive move, to be exact, and Keon Eddington is now up to the 8th position. And Robbie Jackson currently running in 22nd, if you want to have a progress report on him, with Luis Hernandez in 20th, Schwallenberg basically in 19th. So pretty much a lot of these drivers. It's now a 4-car pack now. Looks like they've all caught Marty Johnson, so looks like they're about even as of right now. Pit stops doesn't look like it's going to be much of an issue right now, so it's going to be a race between the leaders here. Let's see what Kyle Matthews can do to get around this 54, because Marty Johnson has been the class of the day, the car to beat right now. What will Kyle Matthews do to pass this number 54? Josh Sekuli not able to really do much. I think he's going to be the odd ones out here. As Kyle Matthews, he's going to wait to see. He's going to use the middle groove this time in turn 1 and 2 here. Looks like able to get a decent corner off. Not much. Thomas now looking for 5th. So Annie Thomas slowly getting herself upwards. Like I've mentioned, I've really paid attention to her a lot in this race, because she's just been climbing her way up through the field slowly but surely. She is now up to P5 on the order here. This 16 certainly is one of the fastest cars today as of right now. Just needed more track position near the end of this one. 5 laps to go here in Las Vegas here. Kyle Matthews has got to reel in Marty Johnson with Alex May and Josh Sekuli not too far behind him. Kyle Matthews goes a bit lower than the 54 that time around. Let's see if he can get a run off the corner. Alex May looks like he might have slipped a bit off of turn 4, but not much progress made that time around. And it stays same. As you see Randy Vanderpool down pit lane, could we see some pit stops here at Vegas here? Could fuel mileage be an issue for some of these drivers here? Marty Johnson, Kyle Matthews are still going at it here. As Randy Vanderpool getting back onto the racetrack here. Bit of a dangerous spot, almost caused a wreck there. Cole Baker coming down pit lane. And let's see. Looks like Cole Baker is going to be out of gas. He's already a lap down, so even so, that wouldn't really matter nonetheless. Dylan Schwallenberg now up to the 16th spot, so gradually getting some top 15s in. Looks like that's really what they're trying to go for as of right now with the amount of attrition going on here. 3 laps to go here. Kyle Matthews looked like he wanted to go a bit higher that time around, as they have encountered the slow car. Spencer Gilmore here. 2 laps to go this time around. Marty Johnson goes low. Kyle Matthews is going to follow this 54. And Kyle Matthews is going to be right on the bumper of the 54. Marty Johnson trying to hold on for dear life here. Kyle Matthews is impatient. He wants to get around this car, and he knows he's going to have to sooner or later, but he got a really slow turn 3 and 4 that time around. White flag is going to fly. 1 more lap to go. Hernandez out of gas there. More chasers are running out of fuel here, and Alex May's looking for the 2nd spot there. And Kyle Matthews, he's going to try and power move on the outside, not able to. Marty Johnson's going to run away with this race here. He's got plenty of gap here. Marty Johnson has nothing to lose in this race here. He didn't make the playoffs here, but out of turn number 4, Marty Johnson is going to win here in Las Vegas. Kyle Matthews is going to get 2nd, with Alex May getting 3rd. Let's see where everybody else finishes. Looks like Annie Thomas ran out of gas. And Keon Eddington's going to get a good 4th place run here. And it looks like Keith Batson 5th. Corey Williams is going to get a 8th place finish there. Charles Sanford gets 7th. There, actually, Keith Batson does get a 6th place run there. Then he's out of gas. Dylan Schwarberg sneaks in the top 10. Seymour Butt sneaks in the top 10 as well due to fuel mileage at the end of this one. Let's see where the others finish. Christian Master 21st. Hernandez 22nd. McIntyre 26 there. But Kyle Matthews and Sekuli, they got well-deserved runs they've wanted. And just because of that, that's really going to help their chances. And especially for Justin Sekuli, he's going to move up a lot in the point standings here. As we look at the results here, first through 28th. 14 cars in the lead lap because of the drivers running out of gas. And Paul III was looking good there. Andy Thomas was really fast on the radar there and looked like they were just short on gas. So Marty Johnson dominated this race after Cucamonga's incident there. And because of that, he is a race winner here in the Juice Freaks Xfinity Series. Congratulations to Joe Gibbs Racing on their victory here. And looking downwards in the order there, 31 cars remain in the race there. Chris Dodd wrecked out, Cucamonga wrecked out, Hartnett wrecked out. A lot of them wrecked out relatively early. And because of that, they are going to be in big danger of missing the round of 12 here. 4 drivers get eliminated, meaning their chances of a championship are going to be dashed quite quickly here. But thank you all for watching this race, even if it was relatively boring at the end. But congratulations to Martin Johnson, the victory here. We'll look at the point standings here, and the bottom 4. That's your cutoff line here to see who will make it and who won't here for the next race.